years ago, I was waking up at 3 a.m. trying to find a solution on scrolling on TikTok, looking all the lives that I see from a coach that I like. I didn't have any solution about my problem. I was looking for how to create content to attract new clients, how to have clients, how to have long-term clients. And I was working 12 hours a day just for making, in the good month, $500 per month. I thought that I need more following in order to attract more people and to convert from my content to have clients. And I was working harder for nothing because the people that I attracted, they just want to be friends with me, and I don't understand why. In the video, I will talk with you how to shift that, how to start to shift from a business that you already make $500 per month, even if you work into 12 hours a day, to a 4-figure business to attract clients through your content, especially if you want to leave your corporate job. What you need to realize, and I want to start with that, is when I started my business, before that I was in corporate job, and I treat my business like a corporate job. So it means that I will wake up at 6 a.m., work, open Instagram, looking what is trendy right now, and try to replicate the reel. So what I do, I open my Notion, and what I do is I copy what people tell me to do. So I go back to Canva and try to create a carousel for hour and hour to just post one piece of content per day and have a caption. So I was working so hard just to have 2 people tell me that how amazing I am and I am beautiful. And the only person that tell me that they want to work with me, it was people telling me that they want to help me to work with them to have their coaching offer. Or when I have the lucky to have people telling me that they want to work with me, each time I have people that want to be friends with me or have the obsession that is too expensive. And I was thinking that I need to have more following, more follower, but it's not true. It was not it was not the problem. It was really deep in down that I didn't understand what is my dream clients, and really I didn't understand that what is my unique point of view. On va recommencer cette partie parce que j'aime pas. So I was treating my business like my corporate job. So I was waking at 6 a.m. and scrolling on Instagram, looking that I have some notifications that people will like my post or comment my post, and sometimes I don't have any of that. So what I do, I wake up, I open my laptop, I don't do any exercise, I don't go to the gym or working outside. I directly go to my laptop, scroll on Instagram, try to find a trendy audio, try to find what is trending in my niche, and for hour and hour try to collect the more data that I did. After that, I don't eat lunch, I go back to Canva, created another lot of carousel just to say, okay, maybe I need to plan all the weeks, and after I will have the courage to create my offer. So what I do is I create a lot of carousel that I never post, and I write the caption, and I just post one, spending hour, was exhausted, and I work again and again until 11 p.m. I go back to sleep, and when I go back to sleep, I scroll, and I was insomniac, and I was eating like a junk food, and I was so exhausting. And I did what everyone telling me to do. You need to post every day, you need to post in multiple platforms, you need to post 3 times a day, you need to show up automatically. I don't know what it means at the time. You need to have an engaged audience. You need to be careful about the DM. You need to have the better hook. You need to have the better lighting. You need to have a better thing as that. And I've heard this advice in my head that at the end of the day, I didn't make a lot of money that people tell me to do, and it was helping me to procrastinate on my offer, on my selling, and because I was comparing myself for other people, I was a mimic of the gurus that already work. So people don't want to have that, and I was losing my authenticity. I was losing what I really want in my life to help people, and I was just a content creator and not a business woman who have selling, because at the end of the day, I don't care about many followers that I want or many like that I have, because this one don't pay my bill. And this one is very important that you really need to understand if you are in this point in your business that you are like, I'm doing everything, is because you don't focus on the wrong thing, which is content creation, and this one is good, but you don't know how to create content that really help you to change, and you don't have the right system. And this one is very important. You need to keep in mind that sometimes it's not that your following is small or you don't have the right content, it's because you don't have the right system. And until that I changed my system, I struggle so much to have a good conversion and start to make money. And this one I really want to understand that, because sometimes you are focusing on just one part of the process, which is content creation. It's good to create community and everything, but if you want to sell, if you want to leave your corporate job and you want to attract people who really love you and want to work with you, and don't just have a small talk like, I love your content, it's amazing, I love what you are doing, you need to go deeper on what you are doing wrong. So if you want to go more deeper about that, I want to that you subscribe on my Substack, that you have all the date of this, you have the transcription of this video, and you have all the detail that maybe I can forget during this video. So this one is a six system that I want to talk about that is really help you to grow your business and start to make money, no matter the size of your following. So sometimes it starts by one thing, and this one is a piece of my system, is the mindset. Is you need to burn your corporate you come from your mindset. You need to stop to understand the how and say, okay, I need to make this type of money. What is the step that I need to make a place to start to make money? I know that is mentioned because people are focusing on how and the direction, because it's what corporate jobs are telling you. You have a task and you need to do this task. But when you're entrepreneurship, you have the task, but you need to create the system. And in corporate job, you have the system and you just need to apply it, and you need to ship that. And it's for that the first step is you need to identify what is your corporate trauma, to remove that. You need to stop to act like an employee and start to act as an entrepreneur. What is mean about that sometimes you overwork, you're doing the stuff that people tell you to do, and you don't go behind. Let's give you an example. You buy courses and you apply that everything the guru telling you, but you don't have the result, and you are like, this course is bad, I don't understand, I don't have that. Sometimes it's not the course is bad, it's sometimes that you need to go more, you need to go deeper of these courses. So you need to have a question when you have your coach that is more deep than just what I need to post or many times a week. You need to really go with a strategy when you go to the courses to say, okay, I understand that I need to do that, I need to do this. So why now? I already do that, but I don't have the result that I want. So how I can improve to have what I want, which is a conversion that I want to ROI, that is improve, that I want to have a good marketing. Sometimes I see so much of my clients who still have an employee mindset, and she are like, she's waiting for me, and I don't want that anymore. I don't want that you wait about me. I want that you ask me a conversation. Is for that you need to really understand that, okay, I create this content, I just have to stop to say, oh, I am bad, it's not a better hook, blah, blah. No. Sometimes it's not the hook is important, sometimes it's the structure, or maybe sometimes it's not that your dream clients really want. Sometimes it's what you are creating right now, is not that your client want right now from you. And sometimes you just need to go deeper to understand what is the micro story that people really want. And I can guarantee you that you will have people attraction. Because sometimes it's not that your community is bad, it's just you don't have the same communication, because you go so much outside, you are looking so much competition that you don't have the same audience that your competitor. And this one is very important to understand. So the second step is really to be clear what is your unique value? Sometimes this one is so important because I feel like people don't understand people don't understand their framework. They understand what is their dream client, what is the transformation, but they don't understand what is their framework. And it don't need to be something fancy. It just need, okay, my client has this problem A, she wants to go to the transformation B. What is my process to go to the transformation B? And I will give everything on my process that I know that if she's doing what I say, she will have the transformation. And this one is so much important because people don't know their framework. And this one is your unique point of view. You need to stop to focus on what is happening, what is your transformation, what is the pain point. This one is good because sometimes you know that. Because sometimes it's not about, oh, I don't know what is my transformation, you know what is transformation. Sometimes you don't know the framework and you don't know how to show that to your audience that my solution is when you're doing that, you will have that. And when I can tell you when you are talking about your transformation, your step, your framework, people will listen and have a deep conversation and say, okay. Sometimes in your dance you have people who just want to have a step and say, okay, they want just to be lead. And if you don't have the framework, you just say you just need to do that, they will not understand. The third step is to build your anti-burnout offer. What is mean about that? The anti-burnout offer is you create an offer that you know that your dream client will want and will buy from all the past. So if you want to have help from that, I have a freebie on my description that will help you to understand the process. But I want to tell you what is this is really an offer that people will love because you know that your framework is working. Let's give you an example. If you are, for example, a fitness coach and you know that when you have a combination, for example, of meditation of the morning, you need to eat healthy and at the same time you can eat some candy and you need to do 30 minute work because you're doing all this process and you don't focus only on the workout and on the food, but you are also focused on the mind, you will start to lose weight and you'll never come back. So it means that you don't need to have a strict diet, but you can also have some candy, have some chocolate, but at the same time you are eating healthy and you are doing all the morning meditation, all spiritual stuff. So you have all the combination. And you know that when you are doing that, you will lose 5 kilos in 1 month because you are not changing drastically your diet, but you are doing some transformation that help you. And you package that in a courses, a ebook that you will sell, and you are doing that. After that, this one is very important, is you need to create a content plan. What is your content plan? It's not just create content on social media. It's really to have a content that can converse and create trust and grow your email list. This one is very important because when you have your email list, is your subscriber is from you, is not from social media. Because when you are a big number on Instagram, on TikTok or YouTube, your following don't belong to you. But when you are an email list, all people who choose to subscribe to your newsletter is from you. So you need to build that, and when you have built that, you need to nurture that. And this one is important. You nurture and you sell your offer. And this one is perfect. After that, this one is so important. You need to build a boundary protection from your energy. This one is so important because I can guarantee you that you will have people coming your DM asking to work with you. And it's that you need to stop to be friends with your people. People will tell you, oh, I love that, and they will ask questions. And before to say you explain everything, no, you need to stop and say, okay, thank you so much for your comment. I love what you're commenting. How I can help you? And they will ask you a question. This is my link of my offer. Why? Because you need to have the authority. If you want to take time with me, they need to pay. Exchange of energy. Because sometimes you are too nice. You spend so much time to convince. And if you convince people, you lose the people you lose your money, because sometimes when you come back you want to lower your price and you know that it's not worth it, because when you lower price you have painful client. So for conclude this episode of this podcast, I really want to understand that overworking is not the solution sometimes to have people buying your stuff. Sometimes you just need to work smarter and not harder. Sometimes it's come back to the basic. What I explained to you during the step is first work on your mindset. Secondly, work on what is your unique point of view, your offer, your content, your email list, and at the end of the day, really set a boundary. And this one is so important, and I can guarantee you that you will don't wake up at the morning and you will start to make money, because you focus on you and your dream client and not what is happening in all this place, and try to find the solution everywhere, because right now it's not working. Sometimes it's not working because you spend so much time to find the solution that sometimes is you just need to come back to the basic. And if you want more help, don't forget to go in the description and you have an offer to help you to design your offer to attract clients like crazy, no matter the size of your following. See you on the next time, and don't forget to